again. We have another opportunity to reflect on our life. We have another opportunity to reflect on the day, our circumstances, check on our well being, our mental health, our loved ones. Another opportunity to pick up a book and read, enjoy the sun shining on our face. Another day to relax and not think about the responsibilities that come with being an adult. Today in general is just a pretty good one, man. I don't care what you got going on. You're still above ground. Be happy. Be excited. Be enthusiastic about the possibilities. There's always something that you can do within this given day. Cherish it. As for me, doing just that. Shout out to the audience,
Salute.
to my to the IG people, Twitter people, YouTube people. Shout out to my co-host, to Couple Joy, to Weedus, to everybody from past panels and future panels. I salute y'all. What's going on, brother?
Another day. Another day. It's a little rainy today, but it's still a blessing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't get that weather up here. Maybe it's going to come later on in the week. It's pretty warm out, but no complaint. But yeah, we here. We were supposed to jump on here yesterday. Things came up, so we here early today. It feel kind of nice being on here a little earlier. The late lives be alright, but when you gotta get up 4 hours later on and all that kind of thing. So I
Yeah, I agree.
ain't, we we got some stuff to talk about. I'm gonna try to break it down, and before I do that, I want to say if you're not following the channel, if you're not following Six Rings 28, go follow the brother, man. Very wise, very down to earth, very honest person, man. He will never steer you in the wrong direction. Um, there was a article that, I picked up on YouTube just to give you guys some context. And in the video, the question was asked, which you probably see in the title. Woman asks husband if she can have a train wreck. In the video, she describes her fantasy as three gentlemen basically pounding her out, and she wanted her husband's opinion on the matter. This is a conversation that's being held on a podcast, and there's a panel of three gentlemen that's in conversation with her. And then there's another lady that's talking with her as well. And when you watch a lot of these videos on YouTube, it's hard to tell which ones are genuine and which ones are just up there for clickbait. Like I know a lot of them state, all of them aren't really based on the truth. But when I saw this one, kind of triggered me in a way because I want to know what you would do in that situation. First of all, how do you feel about your wife, someone that you had to take time and energy and money to court, get to know, lay foundation down with? How would you feel about her coming to you, asking you a question? I have a lot of questions about it, and I have a lot of feelings about it. I shared this with you, and I want to get your thoughts on it before I kind of go where I want to go with it. But how do you feel about it when you initially seen it?
Um. So you saying if she tells me this that she shares that with she shared that with her husband. All I'm gonna say is it's a lot of it's a lot of truth in jokes, man. It's a lot of truth in jokes, and all I can say is you got to watch out for this type of stuff, fellas. You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens. It happens a lot. Maybe he didn't really get to know her like he should have before he said the words "I do." So a lot of fellas make that mistake too. So I don't know, man. That's tough. That's tough to hear that because you could flip it and say, well, how will she feel? Will she feel the same way if you say you want to bring another woman in the bedroom? You know, let me get a threesome out this junk. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, stuff like that go down too. So I just think, man, yeah, it might be time to exit. It might be time to exit. It depends on who you is, but for me, yeah, that will have to be a deal breaker for me. Yeah, that'll have to be a deal breaker.
I mean, you just randomly just watch Netflix, eat popcorn, y'all just laid up vibing, and then out of the blue, hey, sweetie, uh, I was just thinking, uh, what would be so sexy? Wouldn't it be hot if you let me sleep with three dudes at the same time? What? Hold up. Stop the break. Where where do you begin to even respond to it? How did you even respond?
Then I think she said on there that she wanna sleep with it. Was it his brother or his
Uh,
cousin? She want
uh,
one of your family members to fuck her. So it's like,
yeah.
damn. Say that again. You see what I'm saying? And to be honest with that statement right there, and that's coming from his wife, right? That's, if female say something like that, even jokingly, of course they gonna hide it in a joke. Fellas, that's emasculating. She pretty much told that man that, you don't really do it for me. You ain't holding me down enough. You ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? You put a ring in on that, and yeah, you don't do it for me in the you don't do it for me in that department. I need more. And yeah, that really tears a man down. I mean, I know his ego was done. Yeah, his ego was done. You don't, gotta watch out for that. So he pretty much didn't choose right, pretty much.
I want to unpack this, right? Because we we can look at this and say, it's the stage and it's not a real. Like I said initially, a lot of these videos staged anyway, so you really don't know what's true or what's not.
Oh, but no,
But we
this
can't.
this not the fact. Yeah, you're right. It's not the fact that it's staged, and some of them are staged, but they're talking about reality. You know what I'm saying? Situations though. So yeah, those probably actors, but they ain't lying about did this shit go down. It does go down.
And that's the point I'm trying. That's the point I'm trying to get to. So there's a couple of different parts and ways you can look at it. Because we all got fantasies. We all we all have things that we would like to do in certain degrees, and there's certain limitations that we put on our inhibitions. So some of it is so dark that you wouldn't even be surprised that a person could actually think like that. But the fact, the matter is, we see proof every day that folks are sick. I mean, extremely sick. So when I see the video, what comes across my mind first is, do all women think like that? Do all women secretly want to get their biscuits destroyed and pummeled into oblivion by Darius, Chad, and the whole in the field? Are women that deep in their sexuality secretly to the point to where this shouldn't be a surprise at all, because the way she was openly speaking about it is like, for one, you want to sleep with my cousin. I didn't know that before, but you putting it on the table hypothetically means that the whole time that I'm with you and I got you around my family, you low key want to ride this man and do all this different little stuff with him that you probably wouldn't even do with me. But I wouldn't have known about it unless the podcast had happened. On top of that, you're talking about you want 3 penises to rotate in and out of all of your intimate places, a vessel that's supposed to be sacred and it's supposed to only be given and uh, shared with one person that you care for and said I do to. You're telling me that this whole time you secretly just want someone to just constantly drill it over and over and over because you're not. I don't understand. I don't understand that part. So it's alarming. How do you get that far in your relationship with someone and you don't know that about them? Granted, you're not going to know everything about the person. That come on, bro. Like, and I mean,
How,
don't get it twisted, because
how would you feel? How would you feel in your merge at that point when she hit you with that? How would that make you look at your wife?
if you even say that shit in a joking manner, I'm already mentally packing my bag and ready to go. Just even playing around with the idea, I'm already signed out. Because to me, you already got certain things planned out in your head. Either you already implemented it at some point, or if you get the opportunity to do it, you would. Another thing that interested me about that whole live was the fact that she said something to the effect of, "What we supposed to do if I can't come to you and tell you how I feel about certain things, certain truths. I thought we were supposed to communicate and be open about everything, but let the roles be reversed." I don't know, bro. Is this? It just seems to me like
That was manipulation, though. By the way, what you just described was manipulation. You know what I'm saying? Of course, she's gonna tell you that because because it was about her. You see what I'm saying? Just like I thought we was gonna bring everything to the table. When I say you know, I want to smash your whole friend lineup. You start naming attractive friends she got, and say, "Could we bring them in the bedroom?" See, so it goes both ways. But would that be really honoring a merge? But the only thing about us is that we ain't playing about that shit. It ain't no joke. We can't get away with, you know, playing it off and all that. It's a double standard. You if you say that shit in a joking way with them, she gonna be mad as hell. Like, yeah, you really want to sleep with my folks. You can't get away with that shit. But at but on the other side, she she can play and say something about your cousin or whatever, and you gotta let that go. You see what I'm saying? Or that's the expectations of it. But to be honest about these matters right here, is the truth is, man, to lay it on the table so nobody don't wonder no more. All women are like this, all of them. So you can believe it. Now, if they respect you and all that, they wouldn't let it out and disrespect you like that. But do all women want to do that? Or got shit going on in their head like that? You damn right. So and that's just keeping it real. All of them think like that, bro. How about Steph Curry wife? She get on the red table talk and say she want to be desired by other men other than her husband. because she see all the female attention her husband get because he's an NBA star player. I mean, but that's what all the players though. So she was trying to compete with her husband with male attention. And what do that tell you right there? And that's his wife. So what do that tell you? She don't want she don't want to. She not saying she want to sleep with all these men. She's saying she want them. She want these men to want her, like she know the females want her husband. There you go. So she supposed to be one of the best wives or whatever, but she let it out right there. So
I think there's a thin line with her. Right? I don't think there's a single person on this earth that has never had a depraved thought ever in their life. And I think there's a fine line when it comes to spicing up the bed. There's things that you get away with, and there's things that I'm gonna look at you sideways with, and probably exit the side door, never look back ever again, because what you just did is no. Now, uh, I don't know how far is going too far when it comes to intimacy between you and your partner. Where does the line go? Especially now, if you're in a relationship and you're just dating the person, maybe it's not so skewed. Maybe you can go a little further. When you marry, though, where does
that
it
hit
stop?
that hit different when you married. Like
Ah,
I could probably accept it a little more if I'm dating somebody than somebody I committed to. We probably lay together and all that. Like, yeah, that's gonna hit different than what you told me. That you talking to me like we dating, and I committed to you though.
if
You know what I'm saying?
if we are a younger version of younger me, if you sat there and said you want 3 dicks in you and we just date, I'm probably just gonna put you. I'm gonna keep you in rotation. I'll still fuck, but I ain't gonna take you serious.
Oh shit.
I keep you in rotation. You know what I'm saying? Because I know where you at. You you let niggas nut on you and you you swallowing and niggas titty fucking, and I mean I'm just being 100 with it. You know what I'm saying? Like let's keep it real. We adults here, man. Cancer is doing
Oh,
everything. He's
oh my
sticking their
god.
finger, he's sticking their finger in your butthole and all type of shit. Why am I going to take you serious at that age? Now you speed the time up. I'm in my 20s, late 20s, things of that nature. I understand sex a little bit more from a mature level. I'm not thinking like a child or a high school student. I understand the risks that come with sleeping with random people, STDs, pregnancies, um, peer bonding, the damage it does emotionally. I understand all of these different things, so I'm not going to want to stick my. I'm not going to want to stick my element into a place where other travelers has gone and probably would never return. That's a black hole at that point. I mean,
I mean, bro, I just think it's a sign. It's just it goes back to that respect. Now we talked about it before. If she told him that, and then gonna mention the fact that you know I really wanted to sleep with your cousin, or I like your cousin or whatever like that. Like, damn, she don't love that man. That's disrespectful, bro. That go back to that line. Like you can have like I said, I think all of them had those thoughts. You know, I really do. But to say it is another thing. You know what I'm saying? And you don't got no respect for your husband. You see what I'm saying? And then you gonna go at the man's family. So if she gonna go at your family, she probably had a friend or two already. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much, and some dudes do make this mistake. He pretty much wifed up a 304. And what's a 304? A 304 is what you was just describing with all the sexual acts and shit that be happening. That's a 304. 304s are for everybody. They don't get no ring. That's the way it go. So yeah, she pretty much emasculated that man, and that was a sign of disrespect, and that was a sign of things to come. But she told that man that sooner or later that I'm gonna it's gonna be me and your cousin in this jump. So I mean, it's up to you at that point. How you gonna handle it?
That's
You
why
know,
I asked. That's why I asked. What's the because there's some married couples that like to swing and shit. They
that's
got
still,
whole community.
but that's
They
still
got whole.
go ahead.
I,
That's still disrespecting the marriage.
I know, but what I'm saying is like we can sit here and say marriage is supposed to be about the man and his wife. There's not supposed to be anyone that comes in between that. But the way society is now, you can call somebody, you can get online, you can search swingers, you can do all types of different shit, and you can have somebody come over and they can run a train on your wife. Or the wife can have a three-way with the husband and another female. It's like there's no sanctity within the marriage. And even I even say even in regular dating and things of that nature, I think it's trifling as hell to sleep with random people. If you dating one person, cool. If you want to date multiple people, cool. But to be smashing just random people is irresponsible, is nasty. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't find anything endearing about it. Not at this particular point in my life. Immediately when on she got on public TV and told the world that she had a conversation with her husband about getting 3 penises injected into her body. She told the whole entire world this. And I find it funny how bold women can be about telling the truth on platforms such as that podcast, all for attention and validation, all so they can get more people to come to their page and get more clicks and likes, completely dismissing her husband's thoughts, feelings, and then you'll have other females that be in the comment section cheering her on, talking about, oh, go ahead you independent, you can do whatever you want. The patriarchy this, the patriarchy that. He must not be good and fair. He must be this, he must be that. If he ain't doing it right, you gotta go somewhere else. You'll have women sharing that type of behavior on. And I think that shit is fucking wild and it's unacceptable. But the fact that you was bold enough at your age to get online and put your personal business out there like that to the world and embarrass that man by telling everybody that you would have sex with his family, his blood family. You're let's just say you don't even mean nothing by it. The fact that you even put that out there in the public is humiliating enough in itself because you're supposed to represent him. You have his last name. So when he's at work or when he has to take care of life and things of that nature, and he got people looking at him sideways because they probably done snuck in his house while he was gone, and he don't know that she been ran through and shit like that, and they laughing at him and smiling in his face the whole time because you publicly went online and embarrassed him. What does that say about the totality of accountability being placed on these people, on these women, man? And then, you know, the way the people were interviewing her and talking to her, it was kind of just like they laughed with her, you know, engaged in the conversation like it's not my problem. Kind of is, but in a way, I see it as you're exposed. I couldn't be that stupid. I couldn't be that dumb to get online and publicly just do anything like that. For one, I just respect my privacy that much to just share and divulge things of that nature to anybody. Your family got to see this. Your parents, nieces, whoever. Imagine your mom or your dad getting online and they see an interview of you talking about how you like to take free dick, how you like to do this, do that. Oh no, shit's sad, bro. And I be laughing. I can't hear you. I just be laughing at that shit because it's like at one point I'd be looking at it like, oh yeah, you one of them. All right, if I ever want, if I ever run across you, I'm 18, 17 years old. If I ever ran across you, oh yeah, I'm definitely smacked. I don't care about your husband. I don't care about none of this. You ready to go at any given time, and I'm trying to get my nut. What's up? I take your number. I put you on the team. I have you come over. You can go back to your husband, do whatever you gotta do with him. As for me, I'm gonna keep on moving. I ain't gonna take it serious though. But we talk about 18, 17. Yo, now I look at you like I don't know. I want to say trash because that shit is trash.
But wouldn't that be like karma though? Because you know everybody say karma is a bitch, right? So
Yeah,
kind of like what goes around, you know, comes around. You know what I'm saying? So just like you just said, you don't care what if she go back to her husband, then you become the husband. Man, it
same
ain't so
sort of.
funny. It ain't funny no more. You see what I'm saying? Man, he got to deal with all the problems that he committed to. And granted, he should have knew what he was getting himself into. Like, like you just said, you get to know these Jones, man. You already gonna know that how they rolling, if they a roller or not. You supposed to know that. And if you don't know that, then you moving too fast. That's all I can get out of that. She feel if she going like that and he married her, then she had to be moving too fast. So I'm saying some of this stuff, you gotta look at it the other way too. Like maybe he brought that on himself. You know what I'm saying? People be bringing that shit on themselves. Like I said it and I said it again. Some people out here, some people out here might be looking for love, and it's another group out here looking for help. Which one is you? You know what I'm saying? Everybody not looking for love. Everybody not looking to be kept and all that. Everybody don't want the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They want to be able to move and be free spirited and do them. But I just think that's still wrong. That's still disrespectful to I guess I'm gonna say she put on a mask and all that like she was such this a good woman, and the whole time, you all over the place with it. You know what I'm saying? Sad to say, but it's a lot of them type of women get wifed up. A lot of them type of women get the ring, and then the good ones be over there waiting till they turn gray to get one. Call it what you want.
And so that brings me to my next question: does a woman with a past like that deserve to be married? Does he qualify to be married? Is there redemption for someone like that? Is there any way to come back from that lifestyle that you had prior to the person that you met in your present? Is it possible to have a healthy relationship with someone with such a sordid background? Can that be done?
Um,
I genuinely wonder.
I'm gonna say everybody always say females when they're young. I'm gonna go through the ages of what 18 between 18 and 30. To be honest, most women just want to be a hoe, bro. They just wanna get as many under their belt as they possibly can. That's the truth about it, bro. If they in relationships before that time, they pretty much out there. You know, they pretty much out there because they still in that phase. Now, once that phase is over, yeah, they're not looking for that no more. They looking to settle down. You know what I'm saying? To get the family and get the ring and all of that. I get all that, but the truth is, if the dude, whoever the dude is that married these women, if you knew that real number before she got to you, would you put a ring on her finger? If you knew all her acts, her sexual past, Would you go through with the merge? No. Most dudes gonna say hell no. But it's a lot of people married, right? It's still some married individuals out here, some married folks. So I'm just saying, it's at your own risk.
I'll be right back. You can keep talking. I'll be right back. I gotta handle something.
Okay, go ahead. It's just it's just one of them. It's just one of them things. It's risky for folks, man. You gotta really get to know people out here, man. If they not if they not moving the way you're moving, then it's not gonna match up anyway. You know, y'all both gotta want the same thing out of life. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really grow. You gotta mature, and you can't rush into nothing. I wouldn't tell nobody young in a relationship right now to get married. I'll tell them to wait like hell. Do not get married just because especially when you're young. You do not get married. You wait. I mean, the time you go through your little phases, and men go through phases, women go through phases. Then when y'all mature, then go ahead and do that. But y'all think you need to focus more on yourself before you make a step like that, because there's too many people out here, in these situations. All I can do is shake my head to the shit. You know, kids, pregnancy, side pieces. You got to deal with all that out here. So this is this is the life we live. Yeah, you gotta know you gotta know what you're getting into before you go through with stuff. Most people wear masks. They not who they portray they are. That's why you got to take your time and get to know folks, so you don't run into them type of problems. Yeah. And and marriage should definitely be more about respect. I think respect is like number one. Having respect for one another is the most important thing. Despite despite what you might think in your head, you know, you're in a relationship with the person that you said you loved, though. You see what I'm saying? You in a relationship with them people. It's not just you no more. You said, I guess y'all had vows or whatever y'all said to each other, and that's you said that under God. So I mean, you just people just gotta have respect for that, man. And if you ain't ready for it, most people, despite what people believe out here, most people ain't ready to be no motherfucking wife or no husband. So people can talk that shit all they want to, but they not really about that life. So they more into the name of it, like the title. They want the rank. That's all they care about is rank. They don't want the responsibility of with everything a husband got to do for a wife and everything a wife supposed to do for their husband. They don't want that. And shit, that tie back into what we was talking about the other day, man, with the Cosbys and shit like that. Like they had roles, they had roles they played, man. Outside of the money part, man. Yeah, he had to, he catered to his wife and she catered to her husband. You gotta pay attention to how they interacted with each other, and then how they handled the family and shit like that. Like That shit ain't easy. It take work. It wasn't like one person doing everything. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get somebody that's got the same mindset, or you're gonna be fucked up out here. And that's real talk.
It's sad that we got to the point that these topics get exploited for, for wrong reasons. In my opinion, what the video shows is that a lot of the statistics that are surrounded by that narrative that your body count matters does have some validity to it. And it goes back to me questioning how solid men and women are nowadays. If we can speculate here for a second and assume that he knew nothing about her, are we, being honest with ourselves to say he ain't know how she was? Because really, at the end of the day, for you to get that serious with anyone, you have to go through different steps, different levels to meet that person, know that person. I was watching a string of couple videos earlier, and the way they interact with each other, you could tell they really invested in getting to know one another. They know their mannerisms, their flaws, their ups and downs. I mean, you look at it like this shit can't be real, but it's one of those rare occasions. And then it's like the complete opposite of the video we watched. She's sitting up here talking about in her head, she has a scenario where she's having sex with multiple men and a family member, and it's okay, but she expresses it publicly and with such pride, with such gusto. It's like she has no shame in anything that she's expressing to the public about her sexuality and how she feels about that scenario, whether it's rhetorical or it's a reality that she wants. The way that she describes it, it's like it's normal, and we've allowed our lust and our needs and wants, to kind of get out of control when it comes to what intimacy can be and what it should be and what it's based on. I don't. I'm gonna say this. He had to know who she was. There's no way he don't. Honestly, we all know who our significant others are. We know who our friends are. We know who our co-workers are. We know us. We know exactly what we're dealing with. Some of us ignore it. Some of us do something about it and move court. I don't know their relationship off screen, but he knew enough to pursue her and go forward with their companionship. I don't know what their relationship is like now, or whatever the case may be, but I'm highly disturbed at the bravery. This ain't the first video. This is the first honest conversation that has been discussed publicly by a woman. expressing her wants and her qualifications and what tantalizes her and gets her rock below. So I mean, nah. At this particular point, it wouldn't even got to the marriage phase. I would have already made it up in my mind that this isn't going to be that serious. I'm gonna have to respectfully let you go your way and I go mine. That's about that. That tradition, definitely think, but it can and does factor rule versus black sheep that we rule at the side.
Fact. That's a good.
I,
That's a good one,
I,
right there.
I'll say I can agree with the black sheep part because when you're trying to be like everybody else, things tend not to work out always in your favor. When you speak on rule breakers, what are we talking about when we speak? Are we talking about breaking biblical law? Are we talking about breaking moral laws, breaking laws that were created by man, or are we talking about something completely different? Because to break biblical law, in my opinion, when you break biblical law, the result tends to be disaster. You break biblical law, you get women like this talking about having three ways with multiple men. You talk about breaking spiritual and biblical law, you get people shooting and robbing other people because they got something that they couldn't afford or they didn't like you for whatever reason, and you had to go because you intimidated them, or there was just something going on with you that you didn't get help with. When I think about spiritual law, or thinking about someone who wants to live life the way they want to live life that fits them conveniently more than doing the right things that would protect them and everybody around them. So I guess it really depends on what kind of rules you mean by being broke. But I get standing out and being different and taking your own course and your own path to getting to a place to where you can manifest abundantly in a positive light. But we're speaking from a rebellious
So,
aspect.
so what's your solution to that though? Like, if you're in that position, you know, you are the husband. That's your wife talking like that. Um, would you just throw in the towel, or would you try to get her some help, get y'all some counseling, or what? Like how would you decide to solve that issue?
It always go back to one key element conversation. Always go back to that. What else? You gotta talk about what's real. You gotta be honest. Are you going? Is this really what you want? Is that what you think?
Would you say
You
would you
said
would you satisfy your wife by bringing in another man in the bedroom?
that's not happening. Not with me. Now,
But you see the double standard though. You know, we can go to her and she might let another woman in the bedroom and you have fun all night.
that's why I asked. That's why I asked you earlier. where do we draw the line? But I have my preference just like everybody else. And with me, there are no entanglements. There's no out no August Alsina situation over here. Not Will Smith, not
So
doing it.
you you not so you saying you wouldn't be willing to share your wife?
I'm gonna say it in Spanish. I'm gonna say it in English. I'm gonna say it in French. No, 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 no. I'm not gonna be Chris Rock. I'm not gonna end up being Will Smith, losing my mind because I can't control the dynamics of my relationship. And she's running all over me, getting dicked down by everybody, and I'm supposed to just sit back and let no, I'm not, no, I can't do it.
You got
Especially if that's,
you can't forget about my man that's going viral right now, Scotty Simpson. You gotta throw him in there too.
yeah, I don't even know who that is.
Scotty Pippen.
Oh, you said Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta put him in there too. He going through it right now. You gotta watch out for that stuff, fellas. And the sad part of it,
Yeah, quite, quite the dilemma. I don't know what's up with Scotty. But I know the way they got marriages looking out here, it's hard to, yeah, it's hard to believe. You were saying though,
oh yeah, no. I was like the saddest part about it is most of the time they got that they already got these they already got that spirit in them before you know what I'm saying, before you take it that far. So it's just crazy, man. You got to find all that out on the back end. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I mean, look at Sierra and you know Future and situation they got going on. So it's a lot of little it's a lot of little examples out there. You know what I mean? So if you do accept that behavior, you know you will be you will be labeled. That's just the way it is. You will be labeled, fellas, and it's just unacceptable. At the end of the day, that's the curtain call. That's the wrap. You know what I'm saying? It is a double standard in them situations, but that's why we are who we are. Everybody don't think the same way. And yeah, there's no way somebody gonna share somebody they committed to. It'll be different rules if it was the other way around. You know what I'm saying? If it was like a beginning stage or something like that, then I don't think it'd be a big deal. Yeah, it wouldn't be a big deal then. But that's pretty much the whole look right there.
yes, it's preference, preference, preference. They got it. And I mean, just me, now I'll say this really fast. When you sleep with all of these different people, you take on their spirit, take on parts, take on traits, characteristics of every single person that you lay down. It's unavoidable. Whether you pick up on their sarcasm, or you pick up on their arrogance, or their laugh, or the way that they have intercourse, or the way they talk to people, you pick up something from every single soul that you lay down with. And basically all you're doing is passing that energy on and off to the next person. Can you imagine being with someone that had a body count of 40 people? That means there's 40 different souls tied to you. 40, and that's just being generous. There's people that slept with 300, 100, 90, 80 people. Can you imagine having laid down with a person that's had that many prior souls attached to them? Now they're whatever they got on them, now you got on you. And people think it's a joke. It's not a joke at all. Why you think they always say, "Oh, your daughter act like just like you. Your son act just like his daddy. You remind me just like your good for nothing daddy. You act just like your old mom. Just that, and third." Why you think people always compare their children to their parents when shit goes south and they ain't looking good? Oh, you look just like that son. I can't stand it. So that stuff carries over, and it's real. So I mean, if you want to live that lifestyle, that's on you. But understand, there's a lot of things that come with that, and 30, it, it gets real at 30. Once you hit 30, it get real. Once you get to 32 and 33, and you start hitting 35, and you
Yeah,
don't have the same sex appeal. Everybody not gonna want to lay down with you no more. Loose. Now you're gonna settle and things of that nature. It's not gonna work out in your favor.
damn. You say when you hit 30, that thing hit different, huh?
Yeah, that 30 hit different. Gotta run that up.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, gotta run that up expeditiously. Yeah, that's how I feel about that story. I think that's
Yeah,
right.
but yeah, lessons got to be learned, man, on both parts. You know what I'm saying? People got to learn lessons out here, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't move too fast out here in these streets. It's not gonna work out.
Would you would you marry a porn star?
Nope.
A former porn star? Say she quit 2 years ago. He been away from it for 2 years. Would you marry her?
No, I wouldn't do it if it was 20 years ago. You got to look at it. You got a resume. You telling me to take on a resume like that? Whether it was 2 years ago or whatever, that's still a resume. that's still a track record. So I got to take a risk on the history resurfacing on me, just like it happened with just like it happened in this story right here. I'm pretty sure she was probably you know somebody else until it came out. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the risk. That's the risk you gotta take.
Yeah. Red
Well,
flags are there.
how about you though? Would you take it on for 2 years or 6 months?
I'm not even eight, let alone uh, getting engaged so much. Yeah, that's no. That's a hell no.
And
The
shit,
hell.
while we on this topic, man, we'll have another story to follow to follow what we kind of talking about right now, and it's a good one. It's a good one. So yeah, we got something else. We got something else cooking. It's gonna be something else coming.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. We click at IG. You already know the vibes. Free film 1984. We got of course. That's my handle here. Uh, for business inquiries, things of that nature. Free film 1984 at gmail.com. Merch at LOWC. Apparel. Uh, all sponsored by yours truly. Black owned production uh, project on the way. When all else fails, evidence abomination. If you haven't checked out the first Dragon's Eyes or any of those projects prior to this coming up, I encourage you to go check them out. I got some amazing artists I'm working with right now that I get ready to make some magic, and I'm excited for what we're about to do. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And like my brother said, we got some other stuff cooking up.
Yeah, stay
But
tuned.
I
Stay
want to
tuned for
thank
that. That's gonna be another top story coming up.
absolutely, absolutely. Glad that we get on here, especially early. We can enjoy the rest of our evening and get our mind right for the week. Thank you for pulling up. Salute to everybody that came out, chat, things of that nature. Any last words before we get up out of here?
Yeah, man. If anybody can take anything about this topic, is man, just get to know your folks a little bit more better. I mean, it you know, time a motherfucker. So yeah, get your eyes open, and you gotta peep the game before it get played. Simple as that.
Heard it here first. Heard it here first. And with that being said, this is No Cap No World signing out. I have a blessed week and a blessed week.
Peace. Take it as a loss, player.
Yeah, run it up. That niggas bet on you. Yeah. you you swallowing and niggas titty fucking and I mean I'm just being 100 with it. You know what I'm saying? Like let's keep it real. We adults here, man. Cancer is doing
Oh,
everything. He's
oh my
sticking that
God.
finger, he's sticking that finger in your butthole and all type of shit. Why am I going to take you serious at that age? Now you speed the time up. I'm in my 20s, late 20s, things of that nature. I understand sex a little bit more from a mature level. I'm not thinking like a child or a high school student. I understand the risks that come with sleeping with random people, STDs, pregnancies, um, peer bonding, the damage it does emotionally. I understand all of these different things, so I'm not going to want to stick my. I'm not going to want to stick my element into a place where other travelers has gone and probably would never return. That's a black hole at that point. I mean,
I mean, bro, I just think it's a sign. It's just it goes back to that respect. Now we talked about it before. If she told him that and then gonna mention the fact that you know I really wanted to sleep with your cousin or I like your cousin or whatever like that, like damn, she don't love that man. That's disrespectful, bro. That go back to that line. Like you can have like I said, I think all of them had those thoughts. You know, I really do. But to say it is another thing. You know what I'm saying? And you don't got no respect for your husband. You see what I'm saying? And then you gonna go at the man family. So if she gonna go at your family, she probably had a friend or two already. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much and some dudes do make this mistake. He pretty much wifed up a 304. And what's a 304? A 304 is what you was just describing with all the sexual acts and shit that be happening. That's a 304. 304s are for everybody. They don't get no ring. That's the way it go. So yeah, she pretty much emasculated that man, and that was a sign of disrespect, and that was a sign of things to come. But she told that man that sooner or later that I'm gonna it's gonna be me and your cousin in this jump. So I mean, it's up to you at that point. How you gonna handle it?
that's
You know,
why I asked. That's why I asked. What's the because there's some married couples that like to swing and shit. They
that's
got
still,
whole community.
but that's
They
still
got whole.
go ahead.
I,
That's still disrespecting the merge.
I know, but what I'm saying is like we can sit here and say marriage is supposed to be about the man and his wife. There's not supposed to be anyone that comes in between that. But the way society is now, you can call somebody, you can get online, you can search swingers, you can do all types of different shit, and you can have somebody come over and they can run a train on your wife. Or the wife can have a three-way with the husband and another female. They're trying. It's like there's no sanctity within the marriage. And even I even say even in regular dating and things of that nature, I think it's trifling as hell to sleep with random people. If you dating one person, cool. If you want to date multiple people, cool. But to be smashing just random people is irresponsible, is nasty. I wouldn't recommend it. I don't find anything endearing about it. Not at this particular point in my life. Immediately when on she got on public TV and told the world that she had a conversation with her husband about getting 3 penises injected into her body. She told the whole entire world this. And I find it funny how bold women can be about telling the truth on platforms such as that podcast, all for attention and validation, all so they can get more people to come to their page and get more clicks and likes, completely dismissing her husband's thoughts, feelings, and then you'll have other females that be in the comment section cheering her on, talking about, oh, go ahead, you independent, you can do whatever you want. The patriarchy this, the patriarchy that. He must not be good in the bed. He must be this, he must be that. If he ain't doing it right, you gotta go somewhere else. You'll have women sharing that type of behavior on. And I think that shit is fucking foul and is unacceptable. But the fact that you was bold enough at your age to get online and put your personal business out there like that to the world and embarrass that man by telling everybody that you would have sex with his family, his blood family. You're let's just say you don't even mean nothing by it. The fact that you even put that out there in the public is humiliating enough in itself, because you're supposed to represent him. You have his last name. So when he's at work or when he has to take care of life and things of that nature, and he got people looking at him sideways because they probably done snuck in his house while he was gone, and he don't know that she been ran through and shit like that, and they laughing at him and smiling in his face the whole time because you publicly went online and embarrassed him. What does that say about the totality of accountability being placed on these people, on these women, man? And then, you know, the way the people were interviewing her and talking to her, it was kind of just like they laughed with her, you know, engaged in the conversation like it's not my problem. Kind of is, but in a way, I see it as you're exposed. I couldn't be that stupid. I couldn't be that dumb to get online and publicly just do anything like that. For one, I just respect my privacy that much to just share and divulge things of that nature to anybody. Your family got to see this. Your parents, nieces, whoever. Imagine your mom or your dad getting online and they see an interview of you talking about how you like to take 3 dicks, how you like do this, do that. Oh no. That shit's sad, bro. I be laughing. I can't hear you. I just be laughing at that shit because it's like At one point, I'd be looking at it like, oh yeah, you one of them. All right, if I ever want, if I ever run across you, I'm 18, 17 years old. If I ever ran across you, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna smash that. I don't care about your husband. I don't care about none of this. You ready to go at any given time, and I'm trying to get my nut. What's up? I take your number. I put you on the team. I have you come over. You can go back to your husband, do whatever you gotta do with him. As for me, I'm gonna keep on moving. I ain't gonna take it serious though. But we talk about 18, 17 year old. Now I look at you like I don't know. I want to say trash because that shit is trash.
But wouldn't that be like karma though? Because everybody say karma is a bitch, right? So
Yeah,
kind of like what goes around, comes around. You know what I'm saying? So just like you just said, you don't care what if she go back to her husband, then you become the husband. Man, it
okay,
ain't so funny. It ain't funny no more. You see what I'm saying? Man, he got to deal with all the problems that he committed to. And granted, he should have knew what he was getting himself into. Like, like you just said, you get to know these Jones, man. You already gonna know that how they rolling, if they a roller or not. You supposed to know that. And if you don't know that, then you moving too fast. That's all I can get out of that. She feel if she going like that and he married her, then she had to be moving too fast. So I'm saying some of this stuff, you gotta look at it the other way too. Like maybe he bring that on himself. You know what I'm saying? People be bringing that shit on themselves. Like I said it and I said it again. Some people out here, some people out here might be looking for love, and it's another group out here looking for help. Which one is you? You know what I'm saying? Everybody not looking for love. Everybody not looking to be kept and all that. Everybody don't want the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They want to be able to move and be free spirited and do them. But I just think that's still wrong. That's still disrespectful to I guess I'm gonna say she put on a mask and all that, like she was such this a good woman, and the whole time, you all over the place with it. You know what I'm saying? Sad to say, but it's a lot of them type of women get wifed up. A lot of them type of women get the ring, and then the good ones be over there waiting till they turn gray to get one. Call it what you want.
and so that brings to my next question: does a woman with a past like that deserve to be married? Does she qualify to be married? Is there redemption for someone like that? Is there any way to come back from that lifestyle that you had prior to the person that you met in your present? Is it possible to have a healthy relationship with someone with such a sordid background? Can that be done?
Um,
I genuinely want.
I'm gonna say everybody always say females when they're young. I'm gonna go through the ages of what 18, between 18 and 30. You know, to be honest, most women just want to be a hoe, bro. They just wanna get as many under their belt as they possibly can.